ABC 10 News at 7 starts now.
Scripps Health is confirming patient information was compromised in last month's crippling ransomware attack. Good evening, I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Lindsay Pena in for Steve Atkinson. As ABC 10 News reporter Jennifer Kastner discovered, Scripps just mailed out letters to nearly 150,000 patients.
This is a major update in a story that we have been following for a month now. The letters are starting to go out to patients so they can start to protect their information. Scripps announced this afternoon that it's discovered that an unauthorized person got into its network and got copies of some of its documents before deploying ransomware. And while the electronic medical record application known as EPIC was not breached, health information and personal financial information was acquired. Scripps said it's now sending out more than 147,000 letters to patients so they can take steps to protect their information. And for the less than 2.5% of those individuals whose social security numbers and or driver's license numbers were involved, Scripps will be providing complimentary credit monitoring and identity protection support services. Scripps also said that there's no indication yet that any of this data has been used to commit fraud, but a few hours ago we spoke to cybersecurity expert Alex Hammerstone with Trusted Sec, who said it's too soon to know if you're in the clear.
These things have a long shelf life. You can change your credit card number. You can't change your social security number, with rare exception. It's not common. And so some of these things that are immutable or not changeable, it doesn't really matter if the fraud happens right away or if it's down the road. So it certainly remains to be seen whether this data would be used in something further.
Scripps also announced that it still doesn't know the content of the remaining documents that it believes are involved. The process of reviewing that will likely take several months. Meanwhile, the investigation into all of this is ongoing. Reporting from La Jolla, Jennifer Kastner, ABC 10 News.
Cybersecurity experts recommend a credit freeze for anyone whose personal and financial information may have been compromised. You can also add a fraud alert to your credit report, which forces a business to verify your identity before issuing a line of credit. You'll also want to monitor your accounts daily and report any suspicious activity. And when possible, use a credit card instead of a bank card for purchases. You can get more tips in our interview with a cybersecurity expert on 10news.com.
The LA County firefighter who killed a fellow firefighter and wounded another was involved in an ongoing dispute with a co-worker. That's the word tonight from our affiliate in Los Angeles. The off-duty firefighter shot two colleagues today at Fire Station 81 in Agua Dulce. One died, the other is in critical condition. The firefighter then returned home, set his house on fire, and took his own life.
I just never thought it would be me nor our fire department family that would suffer this type of loss.
Neither of the two firefighters who were shot have been identified.
San Diego hotels, restaurants, and attractions got a glimpse of normalcy over the holiday weekend when they were packed with tourists. But as ABC 10 News reporter John Horn explains, the travel industry says we're not there yet.
Things were, in a sense, back to normal here at the Intercontinental San Diego Hotel with capacity above 90%. Now that all sounds good, but half the guests checked out on Memorial Day and they were not replaced with those business and convention travelers. Therefore, all those rooms remain empty.
Welcome. Nice to have you.
Walk into the Intercontinental Hotel along the waterfront, and you may get a personal welcome from General Manager Chuck Abbott.
They'll ask for a picture ID and a credit card when we get up there.
Abbott and the staff at the hotel had a busy holiday weekend when occupancy reached 90%, levels not seen there since Labor Day 2020 before San Diego entered the purple tier. The Auto Club calling San Diego one of the top Memorial Weekend destinations this year. Over the weekend, the waterfront filled with activity, Seaport Village packed with lines outside restaurants, its outdoor seating areas filled.
There was lots of people, lots of animals, lots of people walking on the Embarcadero, so it was looking like normal from that standpoint during that weekend, which was really good to see.
But by Tuesday, it was back to reality. More than 50% of the Intercontinental's guests checked out on Memorial Day, and they were not replaced by business travelers coming in for conventions, which don't return until August. That pushed hotel occupancy down to percentages in the high 20s or low 30s.
So right now, weekends are getting almost back to normal, but during the week still the business travel and the groups and meetings just not quite where we need to be.
Abbott says some small group meetings are starting at the end of this month and that the hotel is hiring. John Horn, ABC 10 News.
The county reported just 51 new COVID cases today, while our test positivity rate was less than 1%. And once again, there were no new COVID-related deaths to report locally. COVID-19 cases continue to decline, but so do the number of people getting vaccinated. ABC 10 News reporter Rachel Bianco looks into one of the most common misconceptions driving much of the fear of the vaccine.
California is less than 2 weeks away from fully reopening. The number of COVID-19 cases is down dramatically, but health officials say there still aren't enough people vaccinated to reach herd immunity. Doctors blame part of that on misinformation.
The pot has been stirred a little bit by anti-vax people and by misinformation that's been spread on the internet.
Dr. Christian Ramers says included in the misinformation is the belief that the COVID-19 vaccine will affect fertility. A recent survey by the Kaiser Family Foundation found 54% of Americans believe common misinformation about the vaccines. Among people age 18 to 29, 42% said they heard the vaccines can cause infertility.
So when you actually look at the data, literally there is zero evidence that there's any effect on fertility. And there's really even no theoretical biological plausibility to why a vaccine like this should affect infertility.
Dr. Raymer says another reason to get the vaccine, there is plenty of data to show COVID-19 is dangerous for pregnant women and can create complications at birth.
Very, very high risk of death. Women are 20 times more likely to die if they're pregnant and they get COVID.
He says another myth that's out there is that a fever, a possible side effect from the vaccine, can affect fertility in men.
Yes, a fever will decrease sperm count. So I'll tell you what gives you a fever is COVID, a very high fever.
County health officials say the goal is to fully vaccinate 75% of San Diego County residents. Right now, the number is around 72%. Rachel Bianco, ABC 10 News.
Stay on top of any new developments with coronavirus by downloading the 10 News app. A free version is available in the App Store.
The state launched a new task force today to study the possibility of reparations for the descendants of slaves in America. The first of its kind task force was created by a bill authored by San Diego Assemblywoman and now California Secretary of State Shirley Weber.
It is time for folks to acknowledge the harm that's been done, the harm that continues to be done, that it is not that far a difference between what happened to my father in Hope, Arkansas, and what happened to George Floyd and what happens to so many others in this country.
Ideas tossed out today include free college education for the descendants of slaves and first-time homebuyers assistance. The task force has a full year to submit its report to the legislature.
Today marks the beginning of Pride Month, and the San Diego Police Department took the opportunity to announce new procedures for interacting with transgender and non-binary individuals. They include using visual and verbal cues to identify a person's gender identity and then using the proper pronouns, properly documenting a person's gender in police reports, giving individuals a choice of the gender of the officer who searches them, and booking transgender and non-binary individuals into the jail facility that aligns with their gender identity. We have a link to the entire new policy on 10news.com in the Resource Center.
Closure at last for a San Diego family. The remains of Marine Private First Class John Middleswart arrived in San Diego about 90 minutes ago. Middleswart died in the attack on Pearl Harbor, but his remains weren't identified until a few months ago, thanks to the Oklahoma Project. There was a ceremony on the tarmac at Lindbergh Field this evening as his casket was taken from the plane to a hearse. Middleswart will be buried at Fort Rosecrans next week. And tonight at 11, you'll hear from the family about the closure they're finally getting.